All right, we're back cooking with our good buddy, Richard Fergola.
There you go.
Look, I pronounced his name right again on camera.
That's why
I didn't.
That's why everybody just calls me Ferg or Fergie. Yeah.
All right.
Let's make it easy.
So we're back cooking with Ferg again, and today we're gonna make a basic barbecue chicken sandwich, but with some amped up flavors.
Dude, chicken thighs, boneless, skinless chicken thighs make great sandwiches.
Can't go wrong with them.
And when you're in the backyard and you want to do something really fast, you just throw these on the grill. It's super easy.
That's it.
And then you just put it in between two pieces of bread and you're ready to rock and roll. We're going to do a little bit more than that, but it's going to be pretty awesome.
Let's make a sandwich.
Yeah, let's make a sandwich. So let's get these boneless, skinless chicken thighs out. And these are really easy to cook. And you got to do some minor trimming, but we're just going to get them kind of laid out flat like this. And you always have that edge of fat right here, and I just don't like that stuff on there.
Yeah, me either.
And so I just kind of go at an angle kind of like this and just try to kind of cut that off and keep more of that meat on there. And then I come over here and I'll just do the same thing and just kind of run that down like that and kind of pull that off so that we can get that fat off. And you know, and being a comp guy,
you trim edges just like me sometimes.
It's hard for me to not like pretty it up a little bit. I just think it'll cook a little bit even, but that's really all you got to do.
That's it.
That's it. You know, you got everything's going to render. You may have like some loose pieces here. You can, you know,
some of that may come off as a little snack on the grill. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And we'll just put those to the side there. Get another one out. See, we've got like all this loose stuff here that we can kind of cut off and even it up just a little bit. But we're just going to get this fat off.
Well, and a lot of people take those trimmings right there, and I'll be the first to admit I'm usually not one to do it with chicken, but a lot of people save that for jambalaya. They freeze it, and that's what they put in jambalaya and stews and stuff like that. They may get a little bit more of the chicken off and clean a little bit more of the fat out, but a lot of times they're rendering that fat in some cast iron for the grease.
Yeah.
And they're using those tidbits of chicken in jambalaya and things like that to use their trimmings. I know a lot of guys in Louisiana, comp guys, our friends, do that, and they always are saving chicken thighs.
There you go, man. I mean, repurposing that stuff is always, you know, try not to be wasteful. But that's super easy here. We lay these out. You know, I like to use the duck fat to add a little bit more flavor to it. Bring that smoke. This doesn't have the flavor in it, but not much. We're just gonna kind of rub that in. Bring more smoke to it. And then we're gonna season it up. I'll let you do the honors. We're gonna hit it with a little bit of your Heath Riles garlic jalapeno. Oh yeah.
A little bit of that.
Boom. And a little bit of my butter pecan.
Buttery pecan.
Can never go wrong with those.
Good looking color.
I mean, we got garlic, we got jalapeno, we got butter, pecan. I mean, how do you beat that? We're gonna flip these guys over, hit them again. Super easy, perfect backyard thing to put on your grill, your pellet grill, your charcoal grill, whatever. And we're ready to go.
That's it. Now we're gonna finish prepping the other chicken thighs, get them all seasoned up, and go get our Weber fired up with some of that royal oak charcoal. All right, we've got our Weber fired up with some royal oak briquettes built in with the hickory pellets. We've got them going on here. They're already ashed over, got them dumped. It's time to grill some chicken.
Yeah, let's get that sizzle. All right, we got them right over the coals. We're gonna get some nice crisp, you know, some sear on that, and we can flip them over, get that, and then we can always move them over here. We got a 2-zone fire set up. Yep, we got 2-zone fire up here, so we got nice hot over here. We can move them over here if we want to, if they want to catch a little bit more smoke, but these aren't gonna take that long to cook.
All right, can we get that lid back on? All right, we've been on about 3 minutes. Let's check them.
Let's see how we look here. Yeah, we got a little color there.
All right, our chicken thighs have been cooking about 6-7 minutes, and they're right where we need to start glazing up with some of our sauce. So today, Richard's picked out our sweet barbecue sauce to use. He's gonna get some basted on and start getting it brushed in when we can get a little bit of that char action going on. Now we're just trying to lock in a little bit of that flavor on these right here. They're not gonna take very long at all. As a matter of fact, you about ready to flip them now to kind of get that other side
yeah,
kind of a
let's
little
get
hot.
that other side charred up a little bit and set, and then we'll be ready to make a sandwich.
All right, we're back in. It's a little humid out here today, right? A little hot. It's almost lunchtime, and for me, I'm ready to eat one of these chicken sandwiches.
Oh, they smell fantastic.
They
that
do.
Charcoal burning out there is great. I'm ready to get into it. You ready to get into it?
Let's get into it.
All right, let's get you a
bun.
bun.
Give me a bun. Now, He's gonna build his way, I'm gonna build mine my way. So that's the thing about it. You eat it like you want it. You don't have to follow any kind of a recipe if you don't want. Use what rub you want, use what sauce you want. Just make some good food for your family. That's what it's really all about at the end of the day, is getting out and enjoying that moment over the grill. Right, Ferg?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I'm gonna, let me help you out here. You're gonna do mayonnaise.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna do a little bit of mayonnaise on mine. Hey, you know, he's not a mayonnaise eater. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's a weirdo. All right, go ahead.
You good? Okay. All right, you want to do a 2-layer?
Well, do I look like a 1-layer kind of guy?
That's what I'm saying. There we go.
That's it.
Boom. All right.
Now, for me, I'm going with a little bit of lettuce. And you know what? I'm going with a little bit more of that mayonnaise on that top bun.
Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a little bit more of your sweet barbecue sauce and really double down on the barbecue chicken sandwich. And really, yeah.
Got that good heirloom tomato. And
there we go. Yeah.
A little bit more of that garlic jalapeno on that tomato.
Love me some pickles.
Oh yeah.
And love me some red onion.
Now that right there,
pretty solid sandwich.
That's what I call my kind of chicken sandwich. Ferg's always slow to the dance over here.
Yep, I'm being a little bit more precise. There we go. Boom.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
That looks pretty freaking good.
That does. You stacked yours up.
I stacked it up.
All right, now that we've got these sandwiches built, let's just recap just a little bit. So let's walk through the recipe.
Yep, so we sprayed them with a little bit of duck fat. We hit them with your garlic jalapeno as a base. Followed it up with my butter pecan. Put them on the grill they were on there for about maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes or so. Charred on both sides. Glazed them up with your sweet barbecue sauce. And then we built our sandwiches here and we're ready to rock, baby.
That's it. Well, there's only one thing left to do. Let's get in here and get it. And for me, I'm cutting this thing in half. Ooh. I want to see this cross section, as my boy Big Jake would say. That's me. Let's see what we're working with.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Look at that. I ain't gonna lie, I'm going after this bigger part.
I just want to go after this big bite right here. It's been calling my name. Bro.
That's next level. Cheers, my friend. You can find us next week on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Pinterest, and of course, YouTube. I'll see you next week with another video. Thanks for hanging out today, Ferg.
Hey, man, thanks for having me. Cheers.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, today, of course, we're cooking with our good buddy, Richard Fergola.
Let's start over.
I know, Fergola. Why did I say that? I always say that.
Because you let Mike Johnson get in your head.
I really did.
And Craig just
Is that what he says?
Yeah, and so does Craig. Craig was doing it last week when I was out there teaching the class. He even introduced me like that. It's Fergola.
Fergola. Fergola. All right, you ready? I'm going to screw it up again.
Yeah.
Oh, need to go up.